Good afternoon. Come and join us for a new episode of We Go Chew Live. We'll be discussing the upcoming match against Juárez. Join us. Ready? Let's get started. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latinoamerica, and all the Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas around the globe, all the mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go Chew Live. We're transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Go Chew Live. Joining me today are our co-host, Gaby Silva. ¿Cómo estás, Gaby?
Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of We Go Chew Live. I missed you. And I know we're back on the regular schedule, but we missed doing this kind of content for everybody. And thank you for everybody that's already joining the chat and that's joining the conversation and is already participating in that little poll that we're going to talk about a little bit later. But yes, a lot of information to touch on. Chivas Femenil, Chivas Varonil, Tapatío, what's coming up next, Juarez, and a lot of exciting news for you. Alfredo, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Gaby. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chiva hermanos. Very happy, very excited to be here with you guys. There's plenty of Chiva talk. You know, we had a different result on during the weekend on our visit to Tigres. We will be speaking about the match against Tigres, about the upcoming match against Los Bravos de Juárez, because remember that El Rebaño Sagrado is back on Saturday evening. We also have content on Chivas Femenil. Las Chingonas are swinging strong, a very strong defense, really good defensive records going on. We defeated Cruz Azul on Monday, and also see what's going on for the next upcoming match. We have some special content on Alicia Cervantes, and hello to everyone on the chat. Hello to Curtis Williams, Juan Carvajal, Marilu, Guzgar, Eduardo Lopez, Victor Ayala Perez, the gaming guy, Leticia Sanchez, Joshua Ponce. Hello, guys. Very excited to be here with you for the next hour. And we have actually a slightly different version of this week's MVP, which we'll be speaking about briefly. So hello to everyone.
Hey, everybody. We're all excited. I can see the chat is lit up. Curtis, everybody's out there. Licha gol. Hey, guys. Hey, drum roll first, because you know what time it is, right?
Yeah.
Let's drum roll. Help me.
We need sound effects.
We need sound effects at some point. Yeah, it's not in. No tenemos presupuesto. No, guys. Well, it's a drum roll, but we're going to do it in a different way. Because, we always ask you guys, what do you guys think? Who do you want to be the MVP? And the truth is, time goes by so quickly, it's really hard to look at the chats and count up the votes. So guess what? What we're going to do for you today is offer you 3 choices. Well, actually, we're going to give you 3 choices, which are up on the YouTube page and which you can vote for right now. And at the end of the program, we'll check and see what the Chivaverse has decided, not just 3 kooks.
And the cool thing about this is that we normally talk, we have these meetings before going on air, and we say, okay, the weekly MVP is going to be, and we talk about it, and we come to one option, right? And sometimes it could be 2, but this time production had the idea of coming up with, hey, why don't each and every one of you talk about one MVP of your choice, and we explain to our Chiva hermanos watching why that particular player is our MVP, and they can decide and choose from our reasoning and everything that happened in that last game. It could be a player, a female player, and so it's going to be an interesting. So if you are watching on YouTube, you can see the poll and you can vote, because those 3 options are actually our options. So we're going to talk about those deeply. So who wants to go first? And hi, everybody in the chat. By the way, because I see Rios Martin. Hi, by the way, hi. This content is by Chivas, for Chiva Hermanos, all around Mexico and all around the world, but specifically for our Chiva Hermanos that are in the United States, who speak mostly in English, but it's for everybody. So hi, everybody that's already joining in the chat. And also, Magno Eduardo, hi to you too. Okay, next. Who is your option?
I say ladies go first.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Because I see a lot of conversation already in the chat. So I think a lot of you are going to agree with me. So Team Gabby here. My option is Licha Cervantes. Why? Why? Because she became the top scorer of Liga MX Femenil for one single team with 123 goals and over 130 in Liga MX with her previous teams, whatever. But with Chivas, with one single team, it's 123 goals. And she is on fire, and Licha doing Licha things.
Okay.
And for me, that is my MVP option. So who's next?
It's hard to beat that, definitely. It's hard to beat that, but I think that Alfredo has a good one.
Yeah.
And he might be able to compete against Licha.
Yeah.
Right? Alfredo, who's your
Especially
candidate?
because of the circumstances. So I have Raúl Rangel. El Tala Rangel is my week's MVP. I think that his save was very important the other day, especially if you take into consideration that it was a questionable penalty kick decision against Chivas, and it was just so poetic to see El Tala Rangel saving the penalty kick against Tigres the other day, right before halftime. You know, it would have been such a baldazo de agua fría to go halftime losing, and casually we scored right after, kicking off the second half. So I think that Tala Rangel gave an injection of motivation to the team. He injected a fighting spirit, and you know, it was poetical justice because I believe that it was not a right call.
I agree. That's a tough one.
It's a hard one, but I agree with Alfredo because my candidate is also from Las Chingonas. It's Jaco Rodriguez, and the reason why I believe that is because I think teams are built from back to the front. All right. I think that El Profe Moreno is doing a really good job. Our team has been pretty good at keeping zeros behind. And I think that Jaco is one of the big reasons for this season. And not only this season, she's a veteran as well. But this season, she's played 6 games. She's completed all of them, played 477 minutes and passed 190 complete passes. All right, so she's one of the top defenders with 35 rechaces. So that's why. That's the one for me.
It's going to be good. Yeah. And remember, everybody, we're going to give the final results on this poll at the end of this show. But please keep voting. I see a lot of votes for Licha, for Jaco, for Tala. It's going to be good. And this was the perfect week to do this kind of different dynamic because it was going to be impossible to do just one, right? So It's only fair to let the decision to you guys. So go ahead and do your thing in the poll and let us know. And at the end of the show, we're going to let you know who is your weekly MVP.
Yes.
No, totally. And
our verse.
Just like to know the Chivas that we already have more than 40 votes, and we just launched it a few minutes ago. We will let you know at the end of the show, and it will be the poll will be on for a while. So we hope at least 100 votes at the very least, if not 200.
Yes, of course. In the remaining minutes, there have to be at least more.
Oh yeah.
No nos gusta del chisme and the polémica. We love it. Talking about polémica, it was hard for me to come up with 3, even 3, because moving on a little bit and kind of giving an introduction to the game of Varonil, okay? Did you guys see El Nene's game on Saturday? I mean, it was like...
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Getting into that already?
Shall we, or should we continue talking about our MVPs? Because we already know what's up, right?
We
It's coming soon. Everybody, go vote. Let's talk about Chivas Varonil.
let's
What
talk
did you
about.
guys think about the game?
Well, now that you're
Hmm?
speaking about Nene, like I have like a very hard time. But I know we hate to talk about referees, but
Oh.
that one was like I had a hard time processing what just happened, and not only what happened, but the fact that they didn't consider even going back and rewatch. I had a very hard time with that, and for a minute there, I was like, "Nene, please get up, don't do that." But okay, I mean, it was okay. Everything was okay. But overall, going back to the game, I thought it was very refreshing, and I loved the fact that Pollo Briseño is back, and it gave the defensive line this very much needed refreshment. And I mean, we're going to talk about it a little bit further, and I want to listen to you guys. But the defense, I think, is very solid overall, and the fact that having I apologize, my kids are running around. So if you hear something in the background, it's my kids.
Los
So
little
I
Chiva
apologize.
hermanos.
Chiva hermanos like this big. Yes, exactly. But again, we all know the capacity and the technical abilities of Pollo Briseño, and the fact that he's like very fast and he recoups a lot of the time. And that was something that I think Gago was very confident about in his game and overall, and I think it was very refreshing to see that side of the defensive line. What do you
Yeah,
guys
I'm going to agree with you. Let's Alfredo, what's your take, real quick? Because I want to agree with both. I want to see what both of you guys thought about the game. But the defensive comment, Gabi, that you have, I want to come back to that in a second. Because yes, definitely yes. Alfredo, how'd you see the match, my brother?
You know, I really I was pleased in general terms. I was very pleased to see Chivas the other day because I think that it was a very well organized match by the team. You know, the team knew that Tigres at El Volcán is always a tough match. So the team, I think that we managed to, you know, to shut down the lines whenever we had to. But not only that, but we also had some offensive playing minutes. We managed to do some good football in their on their opponent's side. So I think that the team read the well pre-game. The team interpreted the different situations that the game required throughout the 90 plus minutes. So I was pleased to see how the team, you know, managed that interpretation, that reading of the games that you need to know many times and not let themselves be guided by their emotions, but keep still, keep firm. So very solid, very well disciplined Chivas game the other day.
Yes, defensively speaking, El Pollo's return brings back that fire. I always thought that I play defense, and I think that it's always expected that the defensive line have a lot of communication, especially your central defenders and the goalie, right? They're the ones who call. And many people criticize this, I don't know, this fieriness in El Pollo, but sometimes that's needed. I mean, I think defensively that's needed. All of a sudden, you might be, you know, not paying attention, or you're a little slow on the uptake, and a quick yell or a whistle, hey, get your butt in line. Or let's everybody in line, everybody, let's get out. It has to be like that. And I love pollos. You know me, I'm a pollo believer. I like the rough stuff.
Yeah.
I like those rough players, man. Also, not that way. Come on. You know, La Morsa, La Morsa's way of playing. Remember when Morsa was with us?
Yeah.
El Oso. You got to be aggressive. I rather give than receive as a defensive player. Soy muy dadivoso. So, I don't know. I like the way they played. And Beltran, I always criticize him because for me, he's one of the best players we have.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he gets caught up in other things, you know? And he just needs to forget. I always go back to that scene in that movie, which was The Last Samurai, when, you know, the main character kept losing in battle with the swords. And a young Japanese samurai knight comes up to him and tells him, You need to forget. You're always in the present. Forget what's happening. Just let things happen. Just react. Flow. Be part of it. And when Beltran is like that, and he connects with Piojo, and he connects with, right, everybody else, it's beautiful, man. Es el juego bonito.
Yeah, cuando se juntan los que saben, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
totally.
And first half was beautiful. Second half, on the other hand, did you guys see any difference in both halves?
I think that the team, the first minutes of the second half were more intense by Chivas playing up front than the first minutes of the second half, than the first minutes of the first half. The beginning of the match, the atmosphere, El Volcán. I think that it was expected that Tigres was gonna look for an early goal during the first half, so Chivas was pretty cautious. I think that the penalty save as I said before, injected Chivas some positive energy towards the second half, and I think that El Rebaño, it was already acclimated to the atmosphere, which is always a tough one, as I repeat, and I think that the beginning of the second half was better offensively speaking, or from midfield onwards for Chivas.
For sure. And I think that we talked about this in La Previa. We know El Volcán is a very tough venue, but also we knew that Tigres had not much time to rest, if that makes sense. Like, Tigres played recently still in Leagues Cup, so we knew that maybe physically they were going to be a little bit not on their greatest point stand, Chivas still was working very hard, pre-training, blah, blah, blah. But they had, and I think Chivas handled that pressure very well. Again, El Volcán is a very tough stadium to be playing at. And I think Chivas handled it very well. The penalty kick was something like also questionable, but I knew the minute he was going to review it, he was going to call it anyway, so whatever. But Tala made the save of the day, and from that point forward, I think Chivas managed very well that pressure. And I think, in my very humble opinion, that point, even though it was just one, is very good, like overall, yes, against Tigres, because I also remember that Tigres is, and I think in 5th place, I believe. Chivas is in 9th, so it was still tough competition. It was still very hard to I'm not saying we're not going to beat them. I mean, that's possible every single time, but it was a particularly difficult game overall.
Right. No, yeah, totally. And imagine, like, besides the point and the result that we got, which, as Gabby said, is a positive point, is a valuable point. Imagine if we would have lost the effect that it would have had, not only in the standings, but also in all the fuss, in everything that would have been spoken about if we would have lost the other day against Tigres, the bad atmosphere that many people would have tried to create around the team. So it was a match ball that we managed to rescue that point, because you take a lot of, you take a lot of munition that, there were many expecting Chivas to lose the other day. So you of course you contrarrestar that sort of negative effect, that probably inflation of negative effect that a loss would have meant the other day. They would have magnified it. And
yeah, but hey, that's Chivas in general. Even when we win, we have negative comments, like all these guys out there on the chat. Hey guys, 100% Mexicano. That's right. Learn some English, bro. Okay, that's all I gotta say. This is for our Chiva hermanos who speak English, and if you really follow Chivas, you would know that, right?
Yes. Exactly.
But anyway, getting back to it.
But hey, guys, like I don't know about you guys, but especially this one, I mean, we didn't win, but I would like. I prefer this result, as Marilu was saying. A win is preferred, but going to El Volcán and taking 1 point is the next best thing. I agree. especially because of history. I mean, we already have like bad blood with Tigres.
Yes.
And right now, because Los Tigres de Pauno, and it was like I really wanted to get that. I really wanted to get that win, but okay, it is what it is.
No, that the game also had that special spice and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
but you know what? In truth, you guys, I'm cocky about most things Chivas. I said we were going to win 3-0. I think Chivas could have won the game, no problem.
It was.
We just missed so many opportunities in front of the net, man. Come on, guys.
Totally.
That's what I saw. Because I really didn't see Tigres do anything special. They were really aggressive, nasty, dirty. They were playing really dirty football. You were just mentioned, Gabi, about that another controversial call against Chivas for the other team, another foul. I didn't think Nene was going to get up.
For a second there, I was like,
really?
My heart stopped for a second. I was like, no.
And what's this about? What's going on? I don't understand.
Yeah.
That could have put his health in question, because if he had gotten hurt, imagine what would have happened. I remember that game against, I think it was America, where El Cone lost the rest of the season. It was the season we were champions in 2016, and he was out.
Yeah.
He was out. He couldn't see the final because of that sort of call. Sometimes they exaggerate a little bit too much, the refs, but I prefer that to this foul play. It was foul play, my friends. But anyway, let's do it. All right, let's do it.
And sometimes it's very unsettling to see referee stuff happening, and not only for Chivas, like overall in Liga MX, it's like very concerning subject. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you think, does the player really need to get hurt for the referee to do something? So, fortunately, Nene was okay, and it's okay. But it was, at least, I was expecting the referee to go and check it out and be like, okay, this is like,
Yeah. No, totally. And we're getting back to we're getting into, I think that world football is getting into a very unhealthy scenario with it's not enough, because that's a very primitive way of thinking about the game. It's like going back to the 50s or 40s, where the game was not that regulated, and you had all these patadas voladoras, which were kind of normal, and then there was some regulation. But now we're going back to the prehistoric time, and I think that there's this very unhealthy wave going on in football of not being enough when the health of our players is at risk and in jeopardy, such as Nene the other day.
Plus, they always, we've been talking so much about the VAR and the video assisted referee, right? Wouldn't that have been a call for the video assisted referee?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Right. So you say, okay, I didn't see it. All right. You wash your hands with that. But the VAR, look at that pass by Nene. Did you see that? Taquito, Tunel. He's a creative. What happens when the creatives start getting a lot of kicks? The creativity stops because they have to be on the defensive side. It's also in the vein of having a more spectacular sport, more entertainment. Yeah. So, come on.
And I see Marilu agrees with us. She says that Aquino deserved the red card the other day. Gotta agree. I even see the rage in her comment. What sometimes happens.
Yeah.
No, se vio muy puerco. I don't think it was Aquino though. I think it was the was it?
Oh, it was not Aquino?
Yes, it was Aquino. I'm sorry. I thought it was the other Uruguayan guy. Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Angel Gil, he's actually defending the English. He says it's for the English speaking community. So yeah, it's for everyone. Big shout out to Angel Gil. Yeah.
And to your point, Ángel, muchas gracias. Y voy a contestar esta parte en español brevemente, porque Dávila Israel dice, los chivermanos deben hablar español, no hay por qué siempre hablarnos con los gabachos, bueno, norteamericanos, que es lo único que hace 100% Chivas. es que es precisamente eso, Dávila, Israel, es que Chivas está en la vanguardia y no podemos ser de mente tan cerrada para pensar que no hay chivermanos en Estados Unidos que probablemente nacieron en Estados Unidos y hablan más en inglés que en español. Entonces, además de eso, que sabemos que hay más de 5 millones de chivermanos viviendo en Estados Unidos, Chivas necesita expandir ese territorio y hablar en el idioma más, digamos, lo importante que se maneja a nivel mundial, global. ¿Y por qué no abrir esas puertas de esa globalización, valga la redundancia, del idioma que es Chivas, que es el fútbol, que es lo que nos apasiona? Entonces, otra vez, Israel Dávila, este contenido es para chivermanos en Estados Unidos, pero para todos. Y entonces Chivas lo hace en inglés porque why not? You know? So welcome you and everybody joining the Chivas conversation because we love Chivas and we speak Chivas. Back to you, Robert.
Thank you. So well spoken, Gabi, always. I would have said it in more vulgar terms and more direct, but that's true. And we're here for you, Davila. We're here for you, my brother. Okay? Come and join and look at this as a glass half full, not as a glass half empty. Que los refuerzos, all that stuff. Guys, leave that for the people who can answer those questions. Who can answer those questions? The people with the money. Let's live in our reality. There's no refuerzos, but we have a damn good team.
Yes,
that's
something
what I was
I'm
very sure of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I also wanted to address those comments earlier, and thank you, Robert, for opening up that for cracking open that apple, because I totally agree with you. I think that the team, has been building itself bit by bit, semester by semester, adding one piece, two pieces, taking one unnecessary piece that we might have had, and adding some guys, taking up some guys from the youth academy, from Cantera Rojiblanca, from Tapatío, some guys that didn't go through the Tapatío process but came from the under 20, under 18. So I think that we have confectioned a solid squad with refuerzos from abroad, such as Guti or like Pocho, but I think that we have built a solid squad through every semester after semester, bit by bit, over the last 3 years, and I think that we are fit to compete with the top dogs.
You're right, my friend, and that's what everybody has to see. If you know how to look at football, you have to see it takes time to build something solid. Okay? Anyway, my friends, don't forget our next match, okay, is going to be next Saturday, okay? August, is it 30th? It's 31st, isn't it?
31st.
August
Saturday.
31st against Juárez, all right?
FC Juárez.
FC Juárez. And my friends, that if we get a good match, like you were saying, then our results will push us further up. Okay, if we look at the league standings right now, there's still good numbers. Yeah, there's still good numbers. No one has really taken off, skyrocketed. All right, so there's a good balance. And don't forget, if we look at things statistically or look at things and look into our past, we know that usually against Juárez, we have good numbers.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened the last time Chivas and Juárez faced each other at the Akron? Do you guys remember that?
Wasn't it this time that El Pollo Briseño scored a header? Yes, it was that he scored a header. It was like Fernando Gago was already with the team, and Chivas won by 2-0. I think that Pocho scored the second goal. No, it was a 2-1. Then they scored. So we won. We won with goals by El Pollo and Pocho. I remember Pollo Briseño effusively celebrating his goal with great energy, and now he's back. So excited to see what's up.
Fine.
Yeah, and the Juárez is usually an opponent that fits well to Chivas. We are actually unbeaten in the last 6 games against Los Bravos, 3 ties and 3 wins. We've also only lost once in our last 10 matches against Juárez. This was back in Apertura 2019, so it was already a while ago. Out of the 10 last matches, 6 wins, three ties, and only one loss. And also, yeah, so and that's add that to the 6 unbeaten matches that we have against them. So those are our recent matches against Los Bravos that invite us to be optimistic, right?
Well, those are good numbers, definitely. And look, like I'm telling you, it's in the stars again. This match was also the match we're watching was back in February 10th. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was also at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this game is at 5. I'm telling you, it's in
happening
the
again.
stars.
Against Bravos is usually at 5, and I can say that because before being here with you guys that we go to, I used to run the Twitter account for Chivas for a while, and my debut was on a match against Bravos de Juarez at the Estadio Agron a Saturday at 5. So it's always good to see this opponent, this schedule, and this round brings back so many good memories.
Did we win that though?
No,
Yeah.
it was a tie. It was a 2-2 tie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So was it away or was it here?
It was at home. It was at home. Yes.
So again, not a bad thing. So there's that header from a corner kick,
Oh.
and Pollo is lethal in the air.
Señor Pollo Briseño.
El Pollo. I got another of his clan as a student again.
Oh yeah.
They keep coming back. Oh, great. See? Beautiful. That was only less than a year ago, right? It was
Oh,
February.
it was in February. Yeah.
Wow. Less than a year ago. All right, my friends. Let's start winding up El Varonil because we got a lot to talk about.
There's
Right?
plenty.
The Femenil as well. So
Yes.
where can we watch this? Production, please tell us.
Where can we watch week 6 of Liga MX, Saturday, August 31st? Chivas against Juárez. Remember, this is a home game, and that means it's going through Chivas TV, La Señal Más Rojiblanca. And if you are in the USA, through Telemundo Deportes and Universo and their streaming platform, Peacock, 5 p.m. Central Time. Oh, no, Mexico time. I'm sorry. You do the conversion.
There we go.
I don't even know what time it is right now.
Right. we have so and that's another hustle because again, for all the people complaining of the English, blah blah blah, we need to cover absolutely everything. Remember, Chiva Hermanos are in 3 different time zones. So yeah, okay. So you do the conversion. If you're in this side of the country or in this side of the country, you do the conversion. But Chivas is playing against FC Juarez. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know if it exists anymore, but the TV guide, right? That will help you.
Hmm.
Check out
Right.
local time listings.
Does that exist?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Everything
With
is on
streaming?
streaming right now.
With streaming and all that, it's just like, why bother? No?
Right.
If you missed a couple minutes. So we can watch it. Let's talk about our expectations. Put your money where your mouth is. Also, the people up on the chat. What's the score, my friends, as we watch?
What's this?
I would say Chivas is taking it 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, I expect una tarde feliz at the Estadio Agron.
Okay, 3-1. I like it. Gabi?
I'm going this time because okay, remember last time I said that I think my score was 2-1 and everybody came for me because we all wished that Tala would have kept his clean sheet again, and it didn't happen. And this time I'm going for a 2-0 Chivas. So Tala is not receiving any goals this time.
Thank you. See that nil. And I don't know. I don't know, my friends. This one, I don't know. I haven't been watching Juarez, and I don't want to be ridiculous like I was the other day. But I am going to be ridiculous. 3-0. That's my number. That's the one I like. And until they get it and I'm right, I'm going to keep repeating the same one.
Just to give a little extra context for everybody, and I mean, I remember that we don't talk ill or bad about the opponents, but Chivas is currently in the 9th place with 8 points, and Juarez is in the 17th place of the general standing. So Just saying. Just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
it could play in our favor. Last game at home against Juarez was a 2-1. It can happen. It can happen.
And sometimes Juarez.
Production is saying 8-1.
8-1. ¿Dónde? Where? Yeah, Noriega says what? Marilu has a message there for us. I'm going to go with Noriega's score that he never changes, 3-1. It's because, you know, it's an easy way. If you look at it statistically, it's usually either 2-0 or 3-1.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way those matches end up. And that 3-0, it really plays against me. Okay? It really plays against me. And before we move on talking about Varonil, we need to talk about, I don't know if you guys heard the news. Have you seen the news of the Mexican national team call-ups?
Oh, I saw.
Está plagada. There's a plethora of Chiva hermanos.
As it should.
Check it out, Alfredo. You know, give us the details, my friend.
Oh, totally. It's pretty amazing. You know, if you take into account the Mexican national team under 20 as well as the under 18, it is a total of 10 rojiblancos that have been called for the youth selecciones nacionales. For the under 18, we have 5 guys. We have a Sebastián Lisiega, goalkeeper, Carlos Hernandez, defender, Joan Orozco, defender, midfielder Diego Covarrubias, and forward Hugo Camberos. For the under 20 Mexican national team, under 20 next call-up list, we have defender Francisco Mendez, defender Diego Ochoa, and midfielders Ariel Castro, Brandon Telles, and Fidel Barajas. So there we go, a total of 10 rojiblancos called to the under 20 and under 18 Mexico national teams. You know, the tradition keeps up. You know, it's always been like this, and it looks like it's always gonna be like this.
It should be.
I remember back in the day, Chivas, Pumas, Atlas, although I don't like to admit it very much, there were teams that were really good at producing homegrown players.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, we have a lot of really, 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 really good players. We need to find the niche that they fit and take them to their full potential, you know, like anything. And I was going to ask you before we were, you know, do you guys think that La Hormiga is crying out for a place in the starting 11? Because it's hard to choose right now, my friends.
In the Chivas starting 11?
Yeah. The Chivas starting 11. We were just talking about the youth national teams, but he was part of the youth national teams before.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? Is he crying out? Give me a chance. What's going on?
No, I think that he definitely is. You know, he shows his talent. He is that sort of player that things happen when he comes in. I gotta say that I think that over the last, let's say, year and a half, I think that there's been Chivas has been a team of, let's say, 15, 16 starters. You know, 15, 16 players in the squad who deserve to be starters. Of course, they're only play 11, but yeah, it would be fun to see La Hormiga coming as a starter in any of these games, depending, of course, of the circumstances, of the characteristics of the opponent. But yeah, you know, also these sort of magical players, they also have a very positive effect when they come in from the bench, you know, kind of 60th minute, getting the opponent's defenders a little tired when they come in. So it's, you know, I think that he apports, he helps the team in any of those situations.
That's true. But I'm dying to see him. Just to see,
right?
Just to try it. Okay, my friends, it's time.
Everybody, remember that we have a poll going on right now at the moment, because we are asking you guys to vote for your weekly MVP. There are 3 choices: Licha Cervantes, Jacqueline Rodriguez, and Tala Rangel. So go, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the poll over there. and get your vote in there. And at the end of the show, we're going to let you know who is your weekly MVP.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows Jacko's going to win, but
Yeah.
you know,
We're-
we
let's-
have to make it
It's going to be an
even.
interesting. Yep.
We just gotta make it even. Okay, hey, Abby, tell us what's up with our chingonas. No manches.
Oh, my favorite
No
time.
manches.
So my favorite time. So okay, guys. So Chivas played against the Cruz Azul Femenil, and surprise, surprise, we won. And I mean, again, we don't speak badly about the opponents, but definitely Cruz Azul Femenil didn't bring the expectations, and Chivas did what they had to do. We can argue about a lot of circumstances, and I can see a lot of controversy going on online about certain decisions by El Profetino and why this and what that and rotations and this and that. But at the end of the day, I would like to think that a win is a win. Of course, we can go into the nitty gritty and say like this should be improved, or this player or that player. Of course, sure, but a win is a win. And not only that, so again, Chivas Femenil is a record producer, if you will, because Licha Cervantes did it again. The Depredadora del Gol did it again, and she scored the 123 goals, and that makes her the greatest scorer playing for one single team, which is the reason why I named her my weekly MVP. So not just win, but Licha had this incredible achievement. Again, she just keeps getting better and better and better and better, and keep doing things. I know, again, people are saying like, oh, Licha is not right now at her best game. But I mean, it just goes up and down sometimes, and there are players, they have good times, not so very good times sometimes. But when she's in her prime, you can totally see that. And against Cruz Azul, we could see there it was a home game again, and it was the atmosphere again was great. And a win is a win, in my humble opinion. And we can talk about what the decisions of Aquino inside the pitch and the starting 11 and what happened. But overall, Chivas is again, they're undefeated. They only have one goal conceded against Leon, I believe. It's against Leon. And I mean, we're just going steady. Yes, a lot to improve, but don't forget, Chivas is undefeated, and we're going to get more.
True. I saw the match too. I agree again completely with waiting for Licha to score. Okay, is something that I habitually do when I'm watching Chivas Femenil. Yes, she's going through a rough patch, but truly, this game against Cruz Azul, ¿cómo desperdiciamos oportunidades? Again, we missed so many opportunities, and Licha was passing the ball. She was being dadivosa. She was giving away passes that, if she had wanted, I'm sure she would have scored, because she has that skill, and we know who she is, right? We know who la depredadora del gol is, but they wasted a lot. I saw a different Chivas. It's more fluid again. And it was at times I thought there was a lack of communication, like who's going to take the final shot? Who's going to make the final pass? Who's going to make the decision that will change everything?
And look at that.
And yes, exactly.
And look at that poem right there. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Valenzuela. Golazo.
And this is what, her second or third match scoring, right? In Hilo in a row? Is it his second match?
Yeah, right.
I'm unsure, but Gabi, look at that. And she keeps doing the same play.
Yes.
But now she's doing it from either side of the pitch. Right? She cuts towards the center and goodbye.
Yeah.
Magnificent. I keep saying she should be in a league that is more challenging for her. Truly. She needs that so she can grow. And this, Bonbon.
And this.
Y esta flor. Right?
Licha, siempre Licha.
123 goals with the same team.
Yes.
History in the making.
Top scorer history. She just keeps doing it. Champion, campeón de campeonas, líder de goleo, balón de oro, top scorer of Chivas Femenil, top scorer of Liga MX with one single team. Oh my God. And just it keeps going and going. And I'm pretty sure we're just about to see the best of Licha Cervantes. But my friends, why don't we go and listen to the words of our head coach, el profe? Let's go.
Estamos contentas. El funcionamiento hoy es más parejo al primer tiempo, al segundo. Y nada más el mensaje hacia con ellas es que sigan unidas, que sigan disfrutando con una máxima responsabilidad y con esa misma determinación seguir hacia adelante. Tenemos que seguir trabajando con los pies en la tierra para mejorar y pues bueno, es lo que vamos a buscar para lo que se viene para Toluca. Bueno, la estrategia es primero recuperarlas a las jugadoras. Ya se planeó la semana, ya se está viendo Toluca y de la misma manera que hemos ido cada partido, el siguiente es una final, sabemos que va a ser muy complicado y pues bueno, con respecto a Jocelyn y a Rubí, sí fue una decisión y por también estar en la banca alguna menor y pues bueno, así va a ser ya de aquí en adelante para poder sumar más minutos de la menor que nos hacen falta. Y pues bueno, nada más son decisiones y en el siguiente podrán estar, otras no, y pues vamos a tener que estar jugando de esa parte.
There we go.
I love the fact that he always, if you watch Detrás del Rebaño and everything femenil, you can always watch Profe Quino telling them, like, of course, the strategic point of view, blah, 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 but he's always like, go out there and have fun. Like, don't lose that. Go out there, go and do your thing, but have fun. Right. And I think that keeps up, like, we all know that they get along very well, that there's a lot of leadership and very young players in the team, and they seem to get along very well. But the fact that he always prioritizes the fact that they should be having fun inside, and you can tell. Again, a lot to improve, sure, but you can tell that they are enjoying what they're doing.
No, totally.
It's because you know us, Chivas Hermanos, we are very impatient types. You know, we're a special breed. And many people tell us, they say that we have atole en la sangre. No, we're just a little bit more educated about how we express ourselves. Yeah, that's the real thing here. That's the real thing. Because the talent is there. We got to be patient. And I'm sure. Look, Marilu. At least 5 goals. Really, I was becoming frustrated because they weren't putting the ball into the net, you know? And but you know what? The truth is, if you've ever played football, it's really easy to be a couch potato and be really critical of the teams. We don't know what's going on there in their minds at that time.
Oh yeah.
But look at this pass; it was perfect. Now they got to do that, 5 or 6 times.
Not that easy, because because the ball, like even by watching the way that the ball was arriving to Licha, the ball was not rolling. The ball was kind of bouncing. And she had to accommodate her feet, her foot in a way to actually hit it the correct way. If she will have accommodate her foot if the ball was in a way that the ball was rolling, she wouldn't have scored it because the ball was bumping and was bouncing. And that's just what number 9 do. That's center forward instinct, and I play number 9 actually, center forward, when I play football, so I understand those sort of moves. Not at that level, of course.
No. We've all been amateur sports people. Yeah. But you get the feel. I know what you're saying. You got the hunger, you get the feel. And in truth, it was really, really, really a good match for Chivas.
It was.
Okay. It was. And that 0 behind again, it just proves that we're really solid. Okay. Anyway, The next game is a visit to Toluca on Monday.
On Monday, yes.
What's gonna happen, my people?
We're gonna go first of all, gotta say that we're gonna have an unbeaten goal again, because let me tell you that we've only received one goal in the 6 matches that we've disputed in Liga MX Femenil. So we have 5 clean sheets in 6 matches. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna go unbeaten and we're gonna score 2 goals. So we're taking it 2-0.
Okay, 2-0. Gabi, you know them better than all of us.
I was thinking about going big or go home, as Robert says. I'm going to go with a 3-0. Also going to keep a clean sheet. Well, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah. And we're going to remain undefeated, and Licha is going to score again. Yes, it's going to be a 3-0 for me.
Okay. And you guys know my answer.
3-0. No game.
3-0. Yeah, I have confidence in our defenders, and I think going along with my Jaco Rodriguez, right, is that the defense is super solid. Okay,
Yep.
Production's giving us some info about Toluca. They just lost 5-0 against Monterrey.
Okay.
Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Let's
And-
make the best out of that defeat.
Let's see if it could go the other way too, you know.
Or it could
Because
be, yeah.
when something like that happens,
Hopefully
you
not.
could get a really positive vibe going. So, Alfredo, where are we going to watch this match, my friend?
So this is on Monday, Toluca Chivas. It's going to be on the screen of VIX, match week 8 of Liga MX Femenil, kicking off at 4:30 p.m. Central Mexican time, 5:30 p.m. Central Time of the United States, 6:30 Eastern Time. So if you're up in the USA, Chivas Femenil against Toluca, right after the office in Mexico, it's going to be on VIX, and that's going to be match week 8 of Liga MX Femenil. Let's hope to keep our strong defensive performance that we're having so far and our strong overall performance in this complete tournament under the management of Kino.
I think they're going to bring back at least a win for sure.
Yes.
At least a win for sure. And Gabi, you who know everything Licha, please,
Okay.
I know you have special information for us and for all the Licha believers.
Licha believers. So, of course, if you follow Chivas on Twitter, on Facebook, you know that today was the day the latest episode of El Podcast de Chivas was recorded. And we had Licha Cervantes this time with Kike Noriega talking. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be very fun and exciting. You could watch a couple of clips on Instagram also about how they're like goofing around and making jokes, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very good episode. This is going to air on Sunday. Just please stay tuned on Chivas official social media platforms so you can stay informed of what time it's going to be released. But this time we have Licha Cervantes in El Podcast de Chivas, and I'm so excited, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good one. So please don't miss out. This is a first look behind the scenes of the recording of El Podcast con Licha Cervantes.
That's going to have an overwhelming victory for the podcast. And
Yes.
look at their body language. They're chilling.
Yeah.
Where's the coffee, man? Where's the tequila?
No, yeah, it's
Yeah. You
It's
have to
fun.
have alcohol for truth. It's the truth serum. I'm just kidding, man.
It's going to be a good chat.
Yes, it is. And look at the behind the scenes. Woo, I wish I had been there.
Oh,
No.
me too.
That's fresh off the presses, my friends.
Yep.
Fresh off the presses. That just happened. When will it be airing? Probably Sunday. We don't know what time yet, but pay attention to all of our social networks and we will let you know. Our social media networks. So, my friends, I really want to point out real quick before we leave, Marilu said something about Tapatio. Okay, Benjamin Sanchez. All right. Benjamin Sanchez plays with Zapatillo. He's a great player. I don't know if you guys have been following. Marilu says, Fuerza Benja. Zapatillo needs you, and we need you. It's not all football, remember. Get well, but this guy is a shooting star, and I'm sure we're going to see him soon in the first team. Okay? So, everybody out there,
Yes.
our brother,
Yeah.
all right?
Get well
Pronta
soon.
recuperación, ok. Production says sobre los mensajes de apoyo, su operación fue un éxito. All right, his operation was a success. Okay, he has scored 9 goals in his last 4 games in the tournament, and we wish him the best in his recuperation. Okay, he'll be back. He's a young guy, no como yo, that I get up out of the bed and it's like, my back, my back. All right, my people, everybody out there, where can we watch the Tapatío production?
So, yes.
I'll read this one. It's my turn.
Yeah,
Where
good.
to watch? And everybody out there, don't expect me to read all these times, okay? You guys do your math. Chivas Tapatío against Tepatitlán. This is like now the Clásico del
Yes.
Bajío.
Yeah.
No? All right. Against Tepa. Remember, Tepa has interesting players, and they've done very well. They got to a final just recently, not too long ago. The game is on Sunday, September 1st. It's going to be at 12 p.m. our time. Y'all do the math, okay? And you could probably find it playing somewhere out there. Don't forget, let's throw that Chiva vibe towards everything with red and white stripes. And my friends,
yes,
we have the
You saw-
results.
the results. But
We
first of
have
all,
the results.
We have the final results.
we have the final results. I'd like
Okay, who
to
have you-
first of all say hello to everyone on the comment section. Mike Bersunza, Juan Carlos Salcido, Marilu as always, Manuel Sánchez, Alberto Pérez, Juan José Iñiguez, Tito, Javier González, Luis Arco. Hello to everyone. Thank you for your comments, and we read them. And we encourage the positive, healthy, and respectful participation.
Yes, we
The
do
results.
read everything. And the results. Who's going to
we have
read it?
results.
Who's going to give the good news?
If you just tuned us in, these results is because as you might already know, we usually present an MVP at the beginning of the show. Today we have tweaked the dynamic a little bit, and we have each of us have presented our individual MVP from the Chivaverse. Robert has Jacqueline Rodriguez, Gabby has Licha Cervantes, and I myself have Raúl Rangel. There was a poll in the Chivas social media accounts, and let's see what were the results.
Oh
I
my
think-
God.
Lies.
We
Oh,
have.
let's hear that drum roll, baby.
We have a drum roll, the sound effect.
Oh, it's the snare drum.
This is a historic day for We Go To.
Mexicanos.
2 years. 2 years.
Okay,
It's
Gabi,
just-
tell us the results, my friend. 2 years, my
Wait,
friend.
wait, where
Here we
is
go.
it? Where is the result?
It's
wait.
our chance.
Wait, I know. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to get used to it again.
Okay. So there. Okay, we had the drum roll for the first time in almost 2 years. Thank you. So the winner is Raúl Esala
Oh, there
Ángel
we go.
with 48% of the votes. Licha Cervantes took 42% of the voting, and Jacqueline Rodriguez 8%. So Tala Rangel with that incredible save against Guignac. So I was so happy. I yelled that save like nothing. And Tala is officially our weekly MVP. Thanks to all the Chiva hermanos that voted. And for the drum roll production, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
So there
Tala
you go.
Rangel. Look,
Alfredo, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my guy. I even tweeted. I was so happy that when he saved the penalty kick that I even tweeted it. So yeah, Tala Rangel saving the day. for Chivas, for justice, for football.
Well done. Well done.
I was a little nervous. He got me a little nervous. Anyway, all you guys out there, thank you for participating. We will be doing this, okay, almost daily when we have our program. Well, not daily, every Wednesday. And the one thing we didn't tell all of you is that this is an inverted pyramid. So the person that won is Jaco Rodriguez. All right. I'm sorry that I never let you guys know that, but it's the inverted pyramid. But gracias todos, Chiva hermanos. We love you guys, man. There's a couple people out there. There was one person that said, salúdame. Okay. I did not see him. I lost him. I'm sorry, my brother.
Dice, saluden a mi wait, I don't want to read any. No.
Saluden. I know. Is that?
I've seen that.
Salúdenme a mí. I'm guessing it's
A mí.
Simon Rodriguez.
Simon. We have to be very careful. This is live TV.
Because we have the clean shits. So we have to be very careful these days.
No, and he doesn't have his complete name in his user. So I think...
We got to be careful. They catch us sometimes. My Chiva hermanos, thank you for joining the Chivaverse. If you want to know everything that's Chivas, no smoke, no mirrors, it's here. Okay? Everybody, we say the truth. And if we get a little upset, don't worry, man. We love you guys. Arriba las Chivas.
Arriba las Chivas.
See you next week.
See ya.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Ay, Dios mío. I feel special.
Always official content.
Mwah.
I feel so special.